Okay, for Year 12 methods, question 1C and 1D. We have the same quadratic r of x, and it's been drawn for me here. I've got a point here, B, which is at 5, 0. And we're looking for the distance from A to B. So we're looking for this distance here. So that will be the distance rule, where I use these 2 points. This is x1, y1, and that's x2, y2. Therefore, the distance is going to equal the square root of x2, which is a minus 5 squared, plus y2, y1. So 0 minus r of a squared. Or I could put that on the calculator, and when I press X here, I could write all of that out there. Either way, both of them is acceptable. Okay, so that's part C. Part D, find the minimum distance. Well, looking at this, I've got all these lines from B to the curve. Obviously, they're going to be very long. It's going to be a point where we get a minimum here, and then gets smaller and gets bigger, and then smaller and smaller and smaller, and we're going to have a minimum over here. And I think over here is where the minimum value is going to occur. I can find it a couple of ways. I can graph between 0 and 10, let's say negative something. Let's say negative, negative 5 through to 12. I can graph it, and I can see there is where my minimum value is going to be. I'm going to have a local minimum over here, which represents over here. I'm going to have a local maximum, so that represents the longest bit here, but my minimum is going to be over here. So I could do analysis, gsolve, and do local minimum, and move across to this one, and there it is there. The distance equals 7.11, and the coordinates will be at, the distance, that's the A value, is 7.11. The distance is 2.14 units, and this will be at 7.11, and I need to find the y coordinate, and I would find the y coordinate by substituting this value here, and edit, copy, come back up here, get f of x, which is my expression for the quadratic. Math3 given x equals paste, and that gives me a y coordinate of negative 3.4, negative 0.34. Alternatively, if I take this expression and I select it, interactive, calculate fmin going from negative 5 through to about 15 or so. My minimum value, the same minimum value of 2.14, and the x value is at 7.11. The question said the coordinates of A, therefore I'm looking for those two coordinates.